Greetings and welcome to another episode of the Morrowind Mod of the Month, looking at the best mods released from Morrowind each month as decided by you guys in our online poll. And as always, I'm your host Dark Elf Guy, and today we're looking at the best mods November 2016. Now, admittedly, November was a pretty slow month, with only 19 mods released, the lowest number of mods released in any month in all of 2016. November and October are, pretty much always slow months, with few mod releases when compared to the rest of the year. But either way, there were certainly some interesting mods released in November, and of course we also have a new online poll up for the best mods of December 2016 that you can find down in the video description below, and I'd encourage you to please go vote for your favourite mods of December 2016. But at the same time, I know that some of you, given the modding competition in December, may take this opportunity to rabble-rouse or pick on one of the modding teams. Please don't, and just vote for what you thought was the best mod. We don't need any additional drama, thank you very much. And anyway, down the links for the mods in today's video can be found down in the video description below. So let's go ahead and get started with our mod of the month for November 2016, which this time around is Chargen Revamped, Expanded Lands By Texafornian. And I know, we, just showcased this mod the other day in episode 57 of Morrowind Modding Showcases, and yet here we are again, taking another look at it, and that's the problem with being so far behind schedule all the time. We end up with these videos getting released too close together, but oh well. Moving on, this is probably the ultimate character generation mod available for Morrowind now. It comes with more features, more options, and just so much more variety than, practically anything else available on the market for changing how you start the game. And we're going to do a quick rundown of the features here, because again, we did just showcase this mod the other day. And basically, now when you start the game, you can choose to start the game the normal way, or you can go through a customization process, choose a random start, which will just automatically pick everything for you. And you get to start as a random character in a random location immediately. Or you can, do a quick start that skips the whole intro sequence, so you can go test mods or, whatever else you need to do. And the biggest changes here, though, deal with customization, allowing you to more closely customize your character's attributes, skills, starting magical spells, and starting equipment. In many ways, this is, influenced by the sort of character creation process found in Dungeons & Dragons games, where you're given a set amount of points to spend on attributes and skills, so if you wanted to, you could have a character that starts out with 100 strength, and a 100 long blade skill to immediately, go out and kill things. But doing this would of course limit your other attributes and skills, and you can also customize your starting location from dozens of different choices, allowing you to start pretty much anywhere on Vardenfell, Solstein, or if you have Tamriel built, the Morrowind mainland, giving you a far greater degree of freedom in how you start the game than in vanilla Morrowind. There's also a ton of extra features like starting companions that you can choose from, and you can also choose to start as a member of a faction already. And truth be told, this is a really massive mod that greatly changes the way you can play the game, hence why it's without question our mod of the month for November 2016. Now, next up, we have our second pick for the mod of the month, In War Simulator by Conrad MW. And this mod is basically being billed as a, suicidal extreme hard difficulty level for playing Morrowind. And in some ways, it's the opposite of the mod we just covered, and then it sets all your skills and attributes to 0 instead of, letting you customize them. It also gives you the option to set your health to, extremely low, lower than it is in default Morrowind. And this is done to give you the true in-war experience, as the author puts it, allowing you to truly prove yourself as you work your way slowly, ever so incredibly slowly, from 0 to hero. And keep in mind, you may need to, cheat a bit and set your strength to 1 in the console, because like everything else, your strength is set to 0 when you play this mod, making it more or less impossible to move even if you drop everything. And I somewhat suspect a lot of you voted for this mod just because it had in-war in the name, or because you just really enjoy torturing me with mods that are, really hard to showcase. Either way, this is going to make the game incredibly difficult, since basically the only realistic way you're going to survive is if you harvest or steal what you can find in town, carrying it in tiny chunks since you can only carry about 5 pounds, and selling it for far below market value to the local trade house until you finally have enough gold to train a weapon skill up a bit, because there's no way you're going to be able to hit anything in the wilderness with 0 skill points. And with such a low amount of health, you're almost certain to die the first time anything hits you. And this is really a mod that's aimed for those looking for a new challenge and want a different Morrowind experience than normal. I really wouldn't recommend it to new players just starting Morrowind for the first time, but who knows, it may be up your alley or it may not. And anyway, our final pick for the mod of the month is Tribute Books by Pikachu and OTM. And this is a small mod that adds a small quest and several books that are meant as, tribute to some of the modders and members of the Morrowind modding community. You can find these books mostly at various booksellers around Vvardenfell, such as the Balmora bookshop, of course, but a good number of these books have to be unlocked over a short quest involving, several riddles that you have to solve at, the bookshop in Vivec. And these aren't, particularly challenging riddles or anything, but it's a good bit of fun to play through nonetheless, and a lot of these books are tributes to various members of the community, like Melkor Dark or Greatness 7, using lore-friendly in-universe writings so they don't seem too out of place. And it's a nice little, sort of Easter eggs for you to try out. And anyway, that wraps up our Mod of the Month video for November 2016, and don't forget to go cast your votes for your favourite mods of December. And I'll see you all in a couple of weeks with another set of mods for your viewing pleasure.